What is Anonymous? Anonymous is not an organization. Anonymous is not a group. Anonymous has no leaders. Anonymous is an idea which promotes human rights, freedom of speech, and freedom of information. We oppose anyone who threatens this idea. Who is Anonymous? It appears to have become a common belief that Anonymous is a group of hackers. While some members may in fact be hackers, not all Anons are. Anonymous members come from all walks of life. All races, all nationalities, all religions, and all ages. Parents, grandparents, lawyers, doctors, teachers, judges, officers of the law, hackers, musicians, programmers, engineers. We have members from all professions. Anyone who believes in our primary cause can be anonymous. Operation Payback. As many of you are aware, Sony's PSN network has been down since April 21, 2011 with no end in sight, as of the date of this video, which is April 28, 2011. This attack was not made by Anonymous as a whole, but rather a subset of a few Anonymous members. Why was Sony a target? Many people have speculated that this was a direct result of Sony's lawsuit against GeoHot, or that it has something to do with the removal of Linux support from the PlayStation 3. The fact is, these are only two reasons in the long list of Sony's wrongdoings. Sony has been waging war against freedom of information for years, as well as committing other atrocities against its users. In 1999, Sony sued both Connectix and Bleem for creating emulation software to allow gamers to play their PlayStation games on the PC. Both Connectix and Bleem were ultimately shut down because they were unable to bear the costs of fighting Sony in court. It is our belief that Connectix and Bleem would have won had they been able to fight Sony in court. As a result, gamers must now try to find used PlayStation 1 consoles from third-party vendors, which doesn't benefit Sony in any way, in order to play their old games if they no longer have a working PlayStation 1 console, as PS3 emulation for original PlayStation games is lacking at best. In 2005, Sony added extended copy protection and MediaMax CD3 software to all of their music discs. This malware was actually a rootkit which was automatically installed on any computer that users used to play a Sony music disc. This rootkit infected millions of computers and presented a serious security vulnerability on home PCs as well as large corporate networks. Sony tried to cover up this fact by delaying the disclosure of the serious infection. Again in 2005, Sony threatened to sue hobbyists for creating and using homebrew software that enabled the Abo robot dog to dance. When a user known as Abo Pet cracked the Abo code and created software that taught the dogs to dance, speak, and view the world through the robot dog's eyes, Sony sued him and another hobbyist, claiming they violated the DMCA. After a large outcry from the Abo user community, followed by many people boycotting Sony, Sony finally dropped the lawsuit, but discontinued the Abo. In 2006, Sony waged war against mod chips, which allow gamers to play imported games. The mod chips allowed users in the USA to play PlayStation games that were purchased in Japan and other regions. Sony claimed this was a violation of the DMCA, even though there was no violation of copyright involved, and implemented a region coding system, which raises serious anti-competitive issues. In 2010, Sony removed the other OS option from the PlayStation 3, cutting Linux support, which they previously used as a selling point for the system. Many users bought the PlayStation 3 because of this feature, and their official announcement on the firmware update received nearly 7,500 comments, the highest number of comments they have ever received on any post, before it was apparently closed for commenting. In 2011, Sony began suing gamers for jailbreaking the PS3 to play homebrew games, as well as unlocking the Linux support that was a previous feature of the console. This included George Hot's GeoHot, and 8 others. Jailbreaking is legal on cell phones, and is no different for gaming consoles. Jailhot's jailbreak did not allow users to play pirated games. Now, Sony is gathering the IP addresses of all of those who viewed Jailhot's YouTube videos, and anyone who has viewed his website, and is threatening to sue all those who obtained the information released by him. This is a serious opposition on Sony's part toward the freedom of information movement. This is only a small list of Sony's crimes against the freedoms of their customers. Sony cannot be allowed to continue this tyranny and go unpunished. Sony started this war, and they brought this on themselves. It was not the intention of Anonymous to punish PSN users, it is just an unfortunate side effect, and the best way to hit Sony where it hurts. Furthermore, Anonymous' attack on Sony servers only lasted 1 day. The rest of the downtime has been a result of Sony's incompetence in figuring out how to secure their servers against future attacks. This is why they have said the servers are down for maintenance. Sony is the reason Sony's servers are still down. The attacks ceased over 1 week ago. Anonymous can do nothing to help the PSN servers go back online. It has come to our attention that Sony laughed and called Anonymous nothing but a small annoyance.
Who's laughing now?
Please be aware that Anonymous is not malicious. We fight for the rights of every human being on this planet, including those who spit in our faces for standing up. We are on your side. We are Anonymous. We are a legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.